Getting started with Google Cloud can seem overwhelming at first. As with any cloud, there are a lot of services that you can use, and each has configuration options that can get you into trouble. When I worked at Google Cloud, I helped some of the biggest brands in Australia set up their cloud environments, and I'll give you a few tips that I learned from doing that. The first thing you want to do is enable some structure, creating an organization and then creating folders in the organization to keep projects organized and allow you to give groups of users permissions to do things to those projects. For example, putting all the development projects in a folder called development and giving developers access to those, and then having all of the production projects in a production folder, maybe without access for developers or for other groups of people. Once you have the folders set up, you need to set up identity and access management. So as I kind of touched on, that's creating a group, putting developers in the group, and then giving that group access to the folder that contains the projects that the developers need to work on to do their job. We may not want to give them access to the production folder at all, or maybe we only give them read-only access. This is a super simple example, and we can nest folders and get much more complex with it, and any environment that we're talking about is going to have more complexity than that. But this is a simple explanation. Now, we want to start talking about organizational policies. We've got a group of developers, they've got access to their projects in the development folder, but we still don't want them doing anything silly, like putting a cloud storage bucket on the internet so that anyone can see what our files are. Even if those are development mocked data, having a data breach is not going to be good in the headlines. There's a ton of org policies and each one of them needs to be configured, and this one example here with the cloud storage bucket, we may need an exception for the public-facing internet to be on the internet. Once we have all this set up, we kind of want to make sure that we're managing it with code. If a developer does request that a cloud storage bucket be put on the internet, we want to see who requested that and why, and track those changes. The logical step here is using infrastructure as code. We use Terraform, the same as the best practice at Google Cloud that Google Cloud Professional Services used when I was there. And we can do the same for your business in 5 days, excluding any complex networking. Some people are spending much longer on this, and it's really not that complex. If this sounds too complex, do reach out. We've done this when working at Google, so we know the best practices and we know how to set you up securely so that your business can scale on Google Cloud. Thank you.